Welcome to another one of our DX Engineering interviews, and today we're very excited to have Sandy, DL1QQ, visiting us here at DX Engineering in Talmadge, Ohio. Welcome, Sandy.
Well, thank you very much for having me here. It's great, thanks.
And what brings you to the USA?
Well, I'm trying to practice a little bit for the upcoming World WRTC that's going to take place this summer, and I want to get to know the propagations from this side of the ocean, so that's why I'm here.
So you've been in amateur radio for how long now?
Well, I got licensed in 1991 at the age of 15, so a long time ago.
Oh, so you started when you were in high school.
Yes.
In amateur radio, and how would you get? Where did you grow up in Germany?
Well, my hometown is called Höxter. That's in the northern part of Germany, near the city of Hanover. And none of my family members were amateur radio operators, so I was the first one. And I got interested in it at my high school. So my history teacher, he's a ham radio operator. Delta Kilo 2 Juliet X-ray is his call sign. And he had set up a radio station at our school. So when I was in 7th grade, he took our history class to this radio room, and that's when I got hooked up.
You got hooked up and you got your own license and you had your own station? I mean, you're only 15 years old, 7th grade.
Well, that's right. I took part in an amateur radio class then. So my history teacher offered a radio class, and that took maybe half a year, I think. And then we took the tests. So there were like 10 students that took part in this class.
Mm-hmm.
And then I got the license, yes.
And so you set up a station.
Yeah, well, back then you had to be 16 to be allowed to have your own station at home. Mm-hmm. So in the first time I operated from the school's club station. And then when I turned 16, that was during the summer vacation, my history teacher showed up at my parents' house, and we built a dipole antenna together on my 16th birthday. That was the greatest birthday present I ever got. It was very cool.
Was your own home antenna and
yes.
radio station? I mean, most 16-year-old girls, something else is more important to them than their own radio station.
Well, that's right, but I really loved it. I still do, so that's my hobby.
I can't help but notice, but your English is very good. Why is that?
Well, I used to be a foreign exchange student back in the 90s when I was 17 in Minneapolis.
Oh, okay. And when you were in Minneapolis, did you meet any radio hams?
Oh, yeah. And I actually stayed with the radio guy. He was my host dad, mm-hmm. Alpha India Zero Yankee, Joe. Mm-hmm. And I also got an American license. So my US call is November 0 Quebec, Quebec.
Now wait a minute. So you passed a test when you were 15 in Germany?
Yes, for a German license.
And how many tests did you have to pass in Germany to get the highest license? You have the highest license.
I have the highest license.
And so at what age were you when you got your highest license in Germany?
I was 15.
15. So
yes.
you had the highest license.
The Morse code and technical stuff, yeah.
Yeah. Morse code is no problem for you?
No.
Okay.
Not at all.
How fast?
Well, maybe 40 words per minute.
40
That's
words
what
per minute. That's pretty good. And so then you come to the U.S. when you're 17 as a foreign exchange student,
uh-huh.
and you're carrying a full load of high school classes, and then you start taking amateur radio tests here in the U.S.
Yeah, I started out with the technician license though, and then the general, and then the extra. So I took 3 tests for that in the United States.
Right, and so you hold the highest license available in Germany, and you hold the highest license in the U.S. at the same time, and you have 2 different call signs.
Yes.
And what is your call sign in the U.S.?
November 0 Quebec, Quebec.
N0QQ. That's very, very cool that you were able to get both of the suffixes to be the same.
Yeah, it's a vanity call though. I started out with Alpha Alpha 0 Sierra Echo,
Okay.
and then I got the other one.
So did you do any operating when you were a foreign exchange student? Did you operate?
Oh yeah.
Did you have a station or?
Well, as I said, I stayed with Alpha India 0 Yankee, and he had a small station. Well, just the dipole, but it was good enough, and I could talk back to Germany.
Wow.
Yeah, it was fun.
That's very cool. And so you're also being an extra class amateur radio operator, you could be a testing volunteer examiner. And have you done that?
Yes. I used to be a VE, but that's a long time ago. I think that expired in maybe 2004 or something, I don't know. And I actually hold a few sessions in Germany.
Okay. Of giving U.S. licenses?
Giving out U.S. licenses, yeah.
Exams. And so tell us about some of the countries that you've operated from.
Well, the latest one was Echo Alpha 6, Mallorca.
In the Balearic Islands?
Yes, we were Echo Delta 6 Alpha for CQ Worldwide CW last year. We went there with a group of contesters from the Bavarian Contest Club, where I'm a member of. And I've been to Luxembourg, to Slovenia, Sugar 59 Alpha Bravo Charlie. I operated from Oscar Zulu.
That's Denmark.
Denmark, yeah. So most of the time from places in Europe.
And a very interesting place, Tango 7, right?
Oh yeah, San Marino, Tango 70 Alpha. That was back in 2011 and 2008. So operated twice from there.
You talked about the your contest club. Are you a member of any other clubs?
Well, I'm actually the president of our local radio club. I don't know if you're familiar with the German club system. So you know there's the DARC, and they have local clubs in all the towns in Germany, and they have the so-called Dok numbers. And our Dok number is Zulu 78. Where I'm the president of.
You're the president. And how many members are in your club?
Well, we are only 12 members.
12 members.
Not very many, but
still, it's a local radio club, and you live in a small town.
Yes.
And so at Radio Ham is what you do for fun. What do you do for work?
For work, I'm a police officer, and I work in the fraud department at our local police station.
So you are interested in contesting?
Yes,
and
that's my favorite.
So tell us a little bit about for the World Radio Team Championship that's going to occur in the Boston area here in the United States in July. You had to qualify for that. You're a team leader. So how did that happen?
Well, it was lots of work. To qualify for this, you had to take part in certain contests within the last 3 years, and it was very competitive. So I was in the section of Europe number 2. So the Germans competed against, for example, the Italians and stations from Luxembourg, and there were lots of operators taking part in that. So it was really tough, and I was really happy, or I am really happy, that so many people supported me. Members of the BCC and also other operators who allowed me to use their stations to take part in these contests, because I don't have by myself a station. At home I don't have anything. Well, I have a wire on my balcony, but that's not competitive at all. And at our joint location we only have like wire antennas and one vertical for 40 and for 10, 15, and 20 we have beam antennas. But that's not, you can't win for WRTC with this station. So I was lucky that I could operate from like Delta Romeo 1 Alpha. That's a big station in Germany, and I could operate even some single operations from there. That was pretty good.
So you had to select a teammate to operate with you, and tell us a little bit about your teammate and some of the preparations that you've been doing to get ready for this event.
Yeah, my teammate, this is Irina, another YL, Delta Lima 8, Delta Yankee Lima. And we wanted to be the first qualified YL team. And I'm really thankful that this happened, worked out. And Irina, she's a really good CW operator, really good. My favorite mode is more SSB. Of course I do CW, but SSB is my favorite. So I think we will be a good team together. Her in the CW part and I SSB and CW part. And yeah, we are preparing. We already took part in a few contests in the WRTC style setup. That means a tri-bender, and using a tri-bender and the triplexer, and only 100 watts. Wire antennas for 80 and 40, and no cluster. So
you're feeling pretty good about your chances and your preparations, and this will be a 24-hour contest on an equal playing field with other teams from around the world. That'll be held in Boston, and of course DX Engineering is one of the major sponsors of the event, and so we are hoping that you and Irina do very well in the competition. And what radios have you selected for the event?
Oh, we will use ICOM IC7600s, and actually we got sponsored by ICOM for this, so I'm really thankful and very happy about this, that we will get the radios from there.
Yes, and so ICOM and DX Engineering are actually working together to assist you with your radios, and we're very excited, and we wish you the best, and also we wish you continued success in radio contesting, and we thank you for coming in today to DX Engineering and spending a few minutes to talk to everybody about what's going on at DL1QQ. So 73.
Well, thank you very much. It was a pleasure and it was lots of fun. Thanks for having me here, and DX Engineering is a great company.
Thank you.
Thanks.